Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about the Mammee Bay development that China Harbour Engineering Company is doing. Now, when the government of Jamaica was building the highway, they made an arrangement with China Harbour Engineering Company where they would give them 1,002 acres of land or 500 hectares of land that was contiguous beside the highway. But it turns out that this particular lot of land, we're driving through New Kingston today, but the land that we're talking about, it was not the government who chose that land to give China Harbour Engineering Company. It was China Harbour Engineering Company that asked for that piece of land. So the government made the arrangement with China Harbour Engineering Company where they said, we want you to come to Jamaica and build this highway, but you're not going to really make any money off the highway, so we will give you 1,200 acres of land to develop, and they put a restriction on it where you had to develop the land within a certain time period. So China Harbour Engineering Company agreed, and they said, okay, we want this land, 160 acres in Mammee Bay, as a part of the 1,200. And the government said, okay. The government had agreed to give CHEC 1,200 acres of land beside the highway as partial compensation for the development of the corridor. Changes were later made to the agreement which was originally signed in 2012. Then Finance Minister Alder Shaw announced the completion of the handover of the property to CHEC in 2017. Now, one of the conditions was that China Harbour Engineering Company had to develop the land within 10 or 12 years. So that is what they're doing now. They're going to build townhouses or do a residential development on the land. Now, why did China Harbour Engineering Company select this land? It's because it's prime real estate. Of the 1,200 acres that they got, this 160 acres in Mammee Bay is probably the nicest lot or nicest section. The planned development on the Mammee Bay land is the Mammee Bay land. It's right where the highway ends by the roundabout, that section going all the way back. Now, along that corridor, you have Duns River Falls, you have Mystic Mountain, prime real estate. And the planned CHEC development is within walking distance of Duns River Falls and Park, Pearly Beach, Laughing Waters, Sandals Duns River, and Rio Hotel. And they have a lot of other luxury developments planned for that area, not by CHEC but by other companies. So what happened is the development that CHEC is doing is 8 minutes from the center of Ocherios and 5 minutes from the fast growing Draxhall community. And Draxhall is the fastest growing community in Jamaica. The land value along that corridor has gone up a lot. So ideally, that the location is great. And it doesn't matter what units or how much they put there or the price of the units that CHEC is going to build there, they are going to sell. Anything you put up in Draxhall today or Mammee Bay will sell out in days. Days. So what happened now is, what's causing the issue is the government just gave them the land. I don't think any environmental, I don't know if they'll, basically, at one point the government never valued the land that they were given to CHEC. They just gave them 1,200 acres, and at one point NROC said the land that CHEC received was never valued. It was never valued. So there's no way they're going to do an environmental assessment of the area. They just wanted CHEC to come and build a highway because another company had started the highway, and they were not able to finish. And basically the government had this project that had stalled, and it was the largest project on the way in Jamaica. If this project failed, investors weren't going to be lining up to come. So they said, you want 1,200 acres? We will give you 1,200 acres. Now, when the agreement was signed, the land was never identified or valued to be transferred. It was after the highway was finished that they started to do the transfer of the land. All the government knew is they had to give CHEC 1,200 acres beside the highway. So basically CHEC said, we want this land, we want that land, we want that land, and they gave them. But now the people in the area are saying that land has giving them the land will have environmental impacts on the area. So that is why the NEPA is now doing an environmental assessment. But the land has been transferred to CHEC already. So we will see what happens. Alright guys, thanks for taking a tour with us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Alright guys, have a good day.